Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Rick.
And we are Here We Go Again. Guys, thanks for joining us. Today we are bringing to you a video about our opinions on state park campgrounds versus the private owned campgrounds.
Yes, they both offer some amazing things. We love camping at both,
yes,
but they are both very different. So hopefully we'll come up with 10.
I think we can.
10 differences, but thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. Give us a thumbs up if you like it or if you find it helpful. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can get our upcoming videos. But let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay, campers, go check out our apparel store if you haven't already. Link is in the description of this video. Promo code HWGA20 for 20% off for a limited time only. Safe travels, guys, and God bless. Bye. So now that we're back in the camper, we will start our list of kind of like pros and cons, or
just versus each other.
Yeah, versus each other. Just the little things that we've picked up over the years of camping, from state parks to private facilities. And these are in not any type of order. We're just throwing them out there. They're not of importance to us in the order.
I think the first one's the most important to me.
The first one could be, which is a lot to a lot of people, but it's not totally a make it or break it on all these.
No, but if you guys camp like us, we try to budget.
Yeah.
I mean, and the first one is price.
Yes.
There's a big difference in price versus a state campground and a private campground, because state campgrounds we've paid anywhere between $30 and $40. I mean, if you paid more than $40, you know, you're probably at a big tourist, big state park, and but for us, it's generally around that price range, and we've paid upwards to $90 to $100 for a private campground.
Very true.
When you're staying a week or longer, that is a big difference.
It is a big difference, but like you said, it's according to your location.
Yes.
Where you're located at. So one was price. What we have for the second one is having to do with the hookups. There are not too many state parks that I know of, campgrounds, that have full hookups at every site. Most of your privately owned campgrounds actually do have full hookup, or at least electric and water both.
Yeah.
But and these are just at the state parks that we've been to. You know, we don't know what it's like in California or whatever. But around our area, we know it's usually electric only. Some places you get some water hookup, but sewer is usually you have to go.
But it's rare.
It is.
If you have sewer at a state park, it's pretty rare.
It is pretty rare.
But, I mean, they are out there. And this is just, you know, like, don't take us to bank, because we're just a couple of knuckleheads on YouTube. But I mean, it's pretty rare to have the full hookup.
It is.
At a state park. Whereas a private campground, the majority of the campsites will be full hookup.
Correct. I agree with that. Or at least the ones that we've been to.
Yes.
Yes. Number 3. This is a big one when you have kids that play outside and animals. This is the positive side to a lot of the state campgrounds.
Yes.
They have bigger yards for your kids to play in at the campsites. There's more room in between each camper. It's just more family oriented as far as gatherings.
Yeah,
I guess that would be right.
Absolutely, gatherings. Yeah. I mean, and it's more private feeling. You know, you're not as, whereas you got to think of this, a state park is looking at you saying, hey, get outside with your family, enjoy nature. Whereas a private is, come out and stay here and help us make money.
Not necessarily, but it's also located in areas where it's high tourist attractions.
Right. So they want to maximize their campground, and I can't blame them. Yeah. I mean, they want to make money, and you know, thank goodness they make money, because then we have places to go.
That's true. That's true. So then that was that one. Mm-hmm. What's the next one?
let's see, lakes versus ponds. Like a lot of the campgrounds that we stay at, we go there because they have lots of outdoor activities and there's more for the kids to do, right? So we like fishing, we like going to kayaking with a big lake that has lots of nature and acreage for a lake. And then a lot of the private campgrounds will have, per se, ponds that you could swim at or fish at and stuff like that.
But the fish are brought into the ponds for catch and release, whereas nature, it's nature. Lakes, rivers, things like that. And then a lot of those places, state parks have the rentals for canoes and kayaks, paddle boats. So there's the plus side to that as well. Then the next one that we came up with for our number 5, which is, we've kind of went on this already, is the more natural scenic views that the state park campgrounds actually have. And like we had said, it's because they want you to get out in nature. That's what it's all about. You are detaching from all your city life, all your day-to-day, nonsense that you go through. With me, I like to just get all my family's undivided attention. It's like we always have something going on at home, so taking a break from all that we've been blessed with here at home, just to get out to nature, see what God created, enjoy it, see the animals. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I love getting out in that. And hiking and biking and geocaching
and you're hitting on other ones now. But she's right. That's one reason why we love camping, is that we can take a step back from our hustle and bustle of everyday life and get out in nature. And state parks usually for us have that more feeling.
Yes. So then I went on to the next one that we had. See, they kind of intertwine when you have the state campgrounds, and it's the more hiking trails.
Yes.
But private ones do have some hiking trails.
The what was it? The Jellystone that we had stayed at in North Carolina.
Yes.
It had miles of hiking trails.
Yeah. Well, Santa Claus, Indiana, the one we stayed at, had some to get you shorter routes through the wooded area.
To different amenities that the campground
has. So that's not really considered a hiking trail, but it does get you out in nature.
Yeah, but as far as a state park, like, let's just say we went to where we're at a state park, there's 7 or 8 different hiking trails that vary from half a mile to 7 or 8 miles.
Yeah.
And you have some big hiking enthusiasts that they want to do that.
Yeah.
Not so much me. I don't want to go 7 or 8 mile hike.
Neither do the kids.
But I will go on a hike.
We take the 1 mile to 3 mile hikes.
We kind of pace ourselves just simply because of the kids and stuff like that. They don't want to go out. And it depends on how hot it is as well.
And all you parents know, because I've had to lug what was he at the time? A 7-year-old around on my back after a skinned knee falling in 90-degree weather. That was hard going up and down the mountain.
That's not very fun. But,
it isn't.
But it's memorable.
Yeah, I remember it.
But hiking trails, biking trails, you'll have more, and I think maybe better at a state park versus a private campground.
Agreed. I agree with that. Next one.
This is me. State parks are less likely to have Wi-Fi and cable.
Now, or cell service.
Or cell service. Some of them, cell service. I don't even want to remember that camping trip. But I'm a big YouTuber. I not only put videos on, we put videos on, but I love watching other YouTube videos. And, going to a state park, if you have Wi-Fi or cable, it's pretty rare.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, she enjoys it because she knows how frustrating it is. I think she plans them on purpose, just to let me detach from reality a little bit.
We'll just stick out the one that's the most memorable is Grayson Lake State Park.
It was rough.
The lots were huge, everything, but we had no cell service. No Wi-Fi, nothing. Killed him.
Yeah, it was.
My sister was with us, with her family. Total torture. So, in a way, I think it's great because you have no connection to the outside world. But then, like we had said in our campground video of that one, we have parents that if they need to get in contact with us for emergencies, we really need to have that phone.
If you have Wi-Fi at a state park or cable TV, it's pretty rare.
It is.
And versus a private campground, that's one of their selling points is, they're going to have better Wi-Fi. They're going to have a whole lot more cable TV channels, and that's why that price is a little bit higher than what you would get at a state park.
But when you think about it, it's because, again, state parks, they're further removed from the cities and everything because they're parks. I mean, that's what they're meant to be, away from all the bustle and hustle of.
Absolutely, and that's technology. why we like camping at both. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. We enjoy camping at both because they both offer different camping experiences. I can't compare a state park to Carolina Pines. I can't compare a state park to Myrtle Beach Travel Park or anywhere else like Fort Wilderness and Disney. There is no state park that will compare to it that I know of.
We need to do some more state park.
There's no doubt about it because it's different. I mean, our kids, there's no water slides versus, there's no things like that. But our kids still enjoy it because they're kayaking, they're fishing, they're doing things that they don't get to do at a private campground.
Yes.
Right? So let's
hit that one.
Yeah, let's go back into our list. So we're at what, number 8?
The next one can be pretty important on a lot of parts because if you don't take enough leveling blocks or anything like that, and that's level lots. At state campgrounds, state park campgrounds, we find it, they try their best to level the lots out, but with the natural hills and everything, they don't want to really change a lot of the surroundings. They back you up next to a hill or whatever. It's just harder to find a level lot than it is in the private owned. If the private owned is done correctly.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's some private owned that we've went to that we've had to use, and especially with our travel trailer, where we've had to go in and use a lot of blocks and spend some time trying to level. But yeah, I mean, you have that, and like some of the state parks, I mean, you're just on hills. And,
yeah, I mean, we've seen one that we are still in awe at how someone leveled their trailer. Because, I mean, their wheels, it was crazy. Yeah. They even had a motorhome that was, the front end was lifted off about this far.
And that was
the tires. It was Grayson. Yeah, Grayson Lake. I have never, just to get it even with the rear end.
Yeah,
it was just crazy.
And you see some pretty extreme leveling at state parks.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean that people do it, but that's where when you make your reservations or you talk to people there at the state park, you need to know these things. I mean, ahead of time, and there's nothing worse than going and looking and you've got a extremely unlevel lot and
you've got nothing to be able to do about it.
I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah.
You need a lot of blocks or whatever, but yeah, that's one too. And whereas a private campground, they go in, they spend a little bit more time and money in ensuring that the lots are level. And
the 9th one that we've noticed, which it's not so much a deal breaker anymore because a lot of this is actually in the camper and people use it daily, is the facilities that they have around in the state campground areas. A lot of them are not as nice, or they try to maintain them. They keep them clean, but they're older facilities. So the bathrooms are older. You can see the age of a lot of them. And it goes case in point. When I was younger, we always use the bathroom facilities. We did not take showers in our camper ever growing up. We used it for storage. There was too many of us.
And small camper.
I mean, tent camping and everything, you always use the facilities there. And at state parks, I think it's important to have updated facilities, though, because you still have a lot of tent campers that show up. I know a lot of people are going away from tent camping, but there are still those people that need them.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that still enjoy tent camping, and like you talked about our friend that they use hammocks. And I don't know how they do that.
I don't know.
But there's still a lot of people. I mean, I can remember when was it a year or two ago when we went to Myrtle Beach Travel Park. There was a ton of people that were, and this was a private, that were tent camping.
Yes.
And how they did it, and it was 100 degrees out without air conditioning. But they did, and God bless those people.
And they were having fun.
And I am thankful, because when you see that and you see families out enjoying, to me that's what camping's about, is getting out in nature, spending time with the family. And they were doing it, but they were doing it in a tent. How in the world they were making it without air conditioner, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I mean, not at this point.
The last thing, we've kind of
hit on
a little bit. The last one is the amenities. Like he's saying, the more you pay for something, the more you're expecting out of it. So when you're at the private campgrounds, you are expecting that pool that may or may not be heated. You're expecting the arcade, the slides, the putt-putt, in some cases, the miniature or the mini bowling now. You're expecting all those amenities that come in with how much you're paying while staying at these campgrounds. Even, a lot of times the golf cart rentals.
Mm-hmm. It's extra, but...
I mean, it's all extra, but unlike that, of course, you're paying the extra money there to stay at night, as opposed to the state campgrounds, state park campgrounds that are owned by the state, of course. They are doing wonderful with maintaining them, cutting the grass, doing everything, but you don't have all those. You don't have the pools and the water slides and stuff. You have the lakes that hopefully you can swim in. The majority allow you different areas to swim in. But that's one of the things to keep your kids busy if they get bored.
Yeah, but we have been to state parks that don't even have a pool, and but you swim, as Lori mentioned, you swim in the lake. And you compare that to spending $35. Okay, it's not too bad, but if I'm going and I'm spending $90, let's just say at Carolina Pines, and I've got a choice of 4 different pools and water slides, I mean, you get what you pay for in some campgrounds. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some campgrounds out there that I think, we've paid $60 for, and it hardly had anything versus what a state park. But we went there because it was the Smoky Mountains. But guys, that is 10 things that we have noticed, differences. Leave us a comment if you can think of any, or that you know of. Help other campers. And that's one thing I love about the camping community too, is that we're all here to help each other. And leave us a comment if you can think of other that we have missed.
And I'm just saying, go to those state campgrounds.
Yes.
They need your support. They're beautiful. Waterfalls, lakes, everything. They're beautiful. I want to go see more throughout the western part of the states too. I'm eager to go see them. I hope you all get out. Yeah. And if you can and you're able, go to the private ones too, because they're trying to make a living as well.
Absolutely. But we really appreciate you all watching. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. But until next time.
Safe travels and God bless, guys.
Bye.
Bye.